Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Anime Podcast, your ultimate hub for all things anime and beyond. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a returning listener, we're thrilled to have you on board for another exciting dive into the world of animation and pop culture conversation. This is episode 183 of the Anime Podcast. The topic of this week's episode is the Weebs Lounge. We're catching up into people's lives, the media, how we're doing, how we're surviving in this world, and a few news. That's about it. That's simple. We're just having a chill week. Just been chilling. But let's share this episode. Bring your friends and let's make this episode unforgettable. All powered by AniMa W3 Studio. Catch every new episode every week on YouTube and your audio feed wherever you listen to. And with time codes always in the description. So without further ado, it's your boy, Love and Peace, legenddvash, and we're here to talk about the demon himself, Lucifer, and talk about the storylines, because I am gonna be literally talking about that in my Weebs Lounge the whole time, because I binged 3 seasons. It's good when you're sick. You catch up into your media. Straight up.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, what is up? What is good? It is your world champion, Whawkins here, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. Freddy Fazbear is lucky that I don't have this Wukong staff in a damn game, because oh my god, I got scared today earlier, people, and the fact that I'm home alone for the next week, yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to be playing this game anymore, but we'll do it for the content.
And he wants to play more of those streams while home alone.
I mean, I do, but you know, it's gonna be a rough time at night. At least I have Sydney here, right, girl? You'll bite the bad animatronics, right?
And
Good
Jokester, with the interesting background that you have there, how you doing?
Hey man, I'm a lot of things. I can tell you though, I'm not a cook.
Pew, pew, pew.
God. More on that later.
More on that later.
We will definitely talk about an interesting discussion later for sure. If you know, you know. If you know the memes, if you know the conversation, if you know the manga that is in the in that corner where my fingers pointed in that corner over there. But if this is the first time, we are the Anime Podcast where we talk about pop culture conversation or any media that we're gonna be reviewing. Like this coming summer, we will be reviewing the Superman movie, the newest coming up from DC, and I know I can't wait for Jokester to talk very highly about the film, where he will say it's one of my favorite films of the summer. Additionally, that we're all a family is the Fantastic Four, and if you want to see the prequel, it's called F1. It comes out, I believe, next week, so it's very exciting about that. So it's interesting summer for movies. I'm excited because there's also How to Train Your Dragon, the live action, so we might be reviewing that soon, maybe next week, who knows. I might see it. Well, I think I am. I think I actually am. I think I want to go see it.
This man is a different type of delusional to think I'm giving the Superman movie a high rating.
Oh, I'm delusional because I'm being positive.
Man.
I believe that this may be the one where jokes will be like, yo, Vash, you know what? I'm a fan of Superman for this film. I'm hoping and being positive about it.
No. This guy, Superman, and then another nigga I don't like being Guy Gardner. I do not give two halves of a shit about this goddamn movie.
I can't wait. I can't wait until we review it that following week when it comes out. But like we said, that this is an anime podcast where we talk about pop culture and media. Where we're gonna jump into is the Weebs Lounge, where we discuss our personal updates and our latest media that we have currently consumed over the past week, or things that we want to bring up in our current lives. So pour up your cup, drink of your choice, a little coffee, a little liquor, a little glass, or anything that is a Mary Jane. So enjoy, let's talk, and I'm gonna give it to Jokester himself. Talk to us. What you been up to?
So this week has been filled with work and annoying people, unfortunately. But in the past week, I have finished Unaware Atelier Meister, because episode 12 came out, I think, yesterday. And I said it before, it should be illegal for a nigga to be that dumb. Like, I get it. The whole gag of the show is he's OP, but he doesn't realize it, and he's cute and stupid. You should only be but so stupid, man.
He's too gullible. Like he's too oblivious. Like it's fun for a while, but it's kind of been like, yo, you are too oblivious, and I can't have that as my main character. It's like
if that man was a fish, you could sell tap water to him.
yeah. He's literally our Magikarp in anime.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, but that means he can turn into a Gyarados, so it's worth it in the end, right?
He is a Gyarados no matter what. He just has the brain.
Yeah, he kind of is a Gyarados. We saw this man literally dismantle a dragon in the first few episodes.
Yeah.
Never see anything like that again, by the way. Because the whole thing is that he just can't fight. Like, he has no combat skills, but he's S rank in everything else.
Yeah, in chores,
So
in cleaning, and everything.
He mines a dragon.
Like, he literally goes to the chakra points and literally just breaks it apart. Like, he literally, like, knock 1, knock 2, knock 3. You're breaking in pieces. All done.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, he mines a dragon. That never happens again, by the way. And the whole, I'm not gonna lie to you, Vash, you might find it hilarious. That whole last episode, the way everything gets soft, bullshit on top of bullshit. It's funny, but I swear to God, I was groaning the entire episode. Not necessarily a bad groan, but it's just like, come the fuck on, man.
Yo, the one text, I just saw like a notification because I'm in a Discord server. A big shout out to Mike Check Waifu. They're a podcast that also reviews and talks about seasonal anime. And I chat in the threads as well. And one of the thread was about the same anime that we're talking about. And the one comment I saw in my notification today said, his whole village is OP. They're broken as hell. And I'm like, oh. So we must meet the village in this episode. But then I'm like, how OP is everyone though? Because like the whole village is OP? Damn.
Once you watch the last episode, you'll understand how OP his village is just by what they said that they did.
You got me curious. You got me curious for sure. But I'm glad that you finished your first season of the spring season. I'm excited to see what you're going to be watching for the summer. Because we are right around the corner.
Yeah, I do got to look up what anime is coming. The only anime that I've heard so far is a Yuri anime that a friend of mine is very excited to watch.
Oh, really? Do tell.
Yeah, I forgot what the name of it is, but I'll have a list of anime that's coming out next week for next week's schedule.
I do. If you have the chance, go check out the most recent comment from the seasonal anime. There's a song coming out this next season from Creepy Nuts. It's the Afrobeat one. Yo, that song, it was hitting. Yo, I had to Whawkins to check it before we did our One Piece. He literally, it's just a bop. That's just a bop. Yo, Creepy Nuts, banger after banger, bro. Masho is done, and now 12 a night. Oh, yo, that was a 3 animes that are gonna be bangers with songs.
When I tell you, I was genuinely so mad that song is not on Spotify yet.
It's not yet, because it's not out yet. It's not out yet fully, probably by the first week of July. Earliest.
I know.
My girl's gonna love the song. My girl's gonna love the song. Like how much she loves Afrobeats, and how much I love with J-pop and everything. Like both little mix. Yo, Asha's gonna be playing the whole summer.
Nice. Yeah, this is gonna be one. That's gonna be one song that's gonna be on repeat, on loop for a while. Like it's good. It's really good. Look it up, people.
I'm so happy for them. Like them having 3 bangers year after year, and like having nominations for country awards, and having other nominations with other media, type of records. Like that's fucking amazing, because I've heard of how well they do and everything. So congrats for them. When they literally started, I think 2015, 2016, and they just caught the break like 2022, I believe. So congrats to them.
They make quality work, bro.
Yeah, and they take their time.
Especially
because
with these different styles that they're doing.
Yes,
like this is not the typical. This is not the typical anime music that we're used to. That's like.
No,
that's just like classic like popish music, and then all into this climactic, usually hearing a violin somewhere type opening. Not saying those are bad, but it's just like we come to expect a lot of them. especially from Ufotable. But like, we come to expect a lot of those anime openings, but then we get to this, and Creepy Nuts has been just like breaking molds, and it's been so great.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't have anything else. I just need the full version of the song like yesterday. Come
Agreed.
on,
I swear to
get
God.
on it.
But Paul, I see that you also have something else there with your Weebs Lounge. What else have you been playing?
Yes, sir. So the past few days, I believe since Thursday, Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadron, formerly known as Dragon Ball Project Multi, the Dragon Ball MOBA has did their second beta. I participated in the first one. I had a lot of fun with it. I participated in this one. There's even more characters, and I had even more fun with it, despite the connection issues that we've had.
Oh.
But no, it's great. It's less like League of Legends, and it honestly plays a lot more like Pokemon Unite.
Okay.
My mains honestly have not changed from the first beta. In the first one, I played Krillin in 18, and in this one, I also played Krillin in 18. The weirdest thing is that in almost every game that I play that's a team game, or really anywhere, I play tank characters. And this is the first game where I'm ass with literally every single tank. Like every
Really?
single I am, bruh. Cauliflower, ass. Fucking baby, I didn't get to try him because one of my friends decided, yeah, I'm a baby main and you'll never see him again in your life. Zamasu, one of the best characters in the past beta, apparently they nerfed him, and apparently that nerf only applies to me because other people are still good, but I am dog the fuck shit. And I forgot who the other tank was. But I tried them too. I'm at Cooler. I'm also ass.
Oh, poor Cooler, man. It's so. Question: is this the game? Because I saw like a screenshot the other day of a bunch of Dragon Ball characters in different outfits. Is this that game as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Funny thing, they actually did that yesterday, where they gave us all a bunch of gems to buy the cosmetics in the game, since I think today was the last full day to play.
Yeah, because I was seeing a lot of people being like, "Hey, Sparking Zero, the fuck? Why didn't you guys do this?" And it's just like, well, I don't know, Sparking Zero, you guys still like it, right? It's like, well, update the game, whatever. But it's good to hear that this MOBA.
Sparking Zero has let me down on so many occasions, and I feel terrible about it.
I do too, because like, yeah, because not to change the subject from this Dragon Ball game, but it's like it had such a good launch with it, like. Or I say good mainly because people were talking about it, but like beyond that second week when everybody else got into it, nothing came from the game at all except for like the couple DLC stuff from Daima, and that was basically it. Like
outside of that, and then that was lackluster compared to everything that they're still doing for Xenoverse 2, bro.
Yes, sir.
They are still updating that game.
Yes.
You want to talk about a game community or a game just never dying? I believe that Sparking Zero will be 4 years out of commission before they even think about canceling anything for Xenoverse 2.
I'm about to say, there's two games that I've seen outlasting and not have had a sequel. It was Xenoverse 2 and what's the other game? Not Dead Space 2.
Destiny 2?
Destiny 2, thank you. Those two games that literally just keeps going like, hey, fuck a sequel. They just repash DLC updates every fucking year, every quarter. They just continue to do it. I'm like, bro.
Yeah. Well,
like, just have a Destiny 3. Just have a Destiny 4, just call it, but nah.
Yeah. Even Kakarot is getting their Daima update too, which apparently
actually looks pretty good.
It does. Like, I might actually get it and give, because I still got to go through some of the Kakarot DLC. Like, I got to go through the definitely got to go through the tournament one and the end of Z one. So probably when Daima drops, I'll get it.
Because I didn't beat it. I stopped around the Boot Saga in Kakarot, and then I had to sell the game because I was broke. So I need to get it back at some point.
Honestly, I don't blame you, but
it probably might be cheaper now.
Probably. But yeah, like when it comes to Squadron, I believe this game is going to be free to play because I don't think there's any MOBA that hasn't been free to play, except for Battleborn, which died on release. But that's neither here nor there. Like, I think
I've heard of
this
Battleborn.
It's because it got overshadowed by Overwatch and died upon release.
Ah, that's why. Okay, got it.
Yep. So yeah, and then like the gameplay, like smooth. You think because it's Dragon Ball, every character will be punch, big blast, but no, it's the way they actually divvy out the movesets, which is one thing that like goes akin to the characters that they chose. Because you're wondering why they don't use like, oh, why don't you just use the adult form of these characters? Why don't you have like all the forms of these characters? Like, you know, we only get young Gohan in this, or we only get Caulifla instead of Kefla. But everyone plays like the way they made their playstyles, it plays to their characters greatly.
Okay.
Even with Frieza, we only got first form Frieza, and Frieza does not fight by himself. He basically controls Dodoria and Zarbon like Pikmin.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is he riding around in his little spaceship?
He's riding around in his little spaceship.
Yes! Oh, that's perfect. Nah, you might be selling me on this. Hold on, wait. Because I'm not a big MOBA person, but this might be selling me a little bit.
Yeah. Oob is great. I tried Oob a little bit. He's complicated but great. Pretty much every character plays well. Some characters are fucking busted. Bojack. Fucking Bojack.
It would fucking be Bojack.
Why would you make that beefy motherfucker a ranged character with a ult that goes 5 directions and closes in? If he levels up that ultimate, it covers the literal entire screen.
Oh, that's crazy. What?
I was playing in a match earlier and we won by the sweat off my back, the grace of God, and like 2 forms of different types of luck.
So you had your own version of the Scorpion Lord, huh?
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Like the thing is,
never forget.
The thing is, because it's like Pokemon Unite, the games are relatively short, right? Like 10 minutes or so.
Right. Yeah.
That match took 17 minutes.
What?
Okay, I am understanding the game now. Cause thing is, while you guys were talking, I'm a bit confused because I don't know much of the style or like MOBA much style. I have seen Pokemon Unite because Jokester. He's literally the only streamer I've seen that plays Pokemon Unite. So I don't know if there's other many streamers out there, but when it comes to his MOBA, I just saw the trailer. Now it makes sense because I was a bit confused the way you guys were talking about, but now I see like the art style and I see what you meant. Like it's very similar to Pokemon Unite because I see a lot of similarity, and I assume like MOBA is a style of the game.
Yeah, MOBA is a style of the game, popularized by things like Dota and League of Legends.
Oh,
League of Legends being the most famous one, of course.
That makes sense. Understood. Okay.
Even Smite is a MOBA, even though it's third person rather than top down like most other MOBAs.
I've heard of Smite. I've known a few friends that played it, so okay.
Yeah, I played Smite for about 2 weeks.
That's a good amount of gameplay. Yeah, that's a good amount of
gameplay. That's enough. That's enough to know everything.
But I played long enough to find out that I have a main in it, and it's a thick water goddess.
As it should be.
As always, yeah. But the game looks fun though. I'm glad. Like, I'm not sure. Do you give a score as for reviews or for you trying out the beta? Is it like a score you give?
I can give a score because, like, if I'm taking everything into account from gameplay down to, I won't do microtransactions because there's not anything that we can buy yet, and they even gave us what the currency would be for the beta. So, like, just judging by gameplay, connectivity, and everything, I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5. Because gameplay extremely fun, good replayability because the games are short. In all honesty, And if you're playing with friends, because like a game like this, I could play by myself for maybe 2 hours, but I streamed this game for a whole 6 hours the other day because I was playing with friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, so much fun. But then that's the thing that they do something that's good, which is party-based matchmaking, where if you have a full team, they try to match you up with other people who also have a full team just because of fairness, because obviously there's communication that you would have rather than doing singles.
Right.
And then it gets kind of hard to find a match, and then you get the connection issues and the random disconnectivity. So as long as they get the servers figured out, this would easily be like a 4.5 out of me. Out of 5.
Ooh.
Okay. That's actually a high score.
Yeah, for a free to play Dragon Ball game, easy 4.5 because it's just that enjoyable.
That's
Nice.
good. I'm glad to hear that.
So as of right now, 3.5.
Gotcha.
With that transition, I'm gonna use that to ask that we just played a game ourselves, me and Whawkins. We played a game that he was so hyped to try and tell me to play. You know why, Chad? Even though I'm still coming out of a sinus, a lower back pain, allergies are killing me. I'm dying out here. But I said, yeah, I'm 80 to 85% back to stable, able to do stuff, able to tackle errands, tasks, such what. He said, yo, we should play the Five Nights at Freddy, The Secret of Mimic. So talk to me, Whawkins. How was his first adventure of the gaming?
Yeah, so like we only played for like about roughly an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Had to fix a couple settings too with it, but like I mean at the start right now the settings good because you're like in this warehouse and all that, and I only saw like the first like reveal trailer of this like a couple months ago when it dropped, so
we're going in blind in a way.
Yeah, like relatively blind. So I didn't try to look up any other information with it. But yeah, it's like you have this abandoned warehouse that you're in I love the setting of this because it's like, oh, you come off of this 36-hour shift and then your dispatcher's immediately like, hey,
36 hours.
Yeah, like your character's name is Arnold. Yeah. But yeah, your character's name is Arnold, and fun fact, the dispatch guy sounds a lot like phone guy, so there's that. Which, yeah, if you know FNAF lore, you know your FNAF lore, which, is also a whole tangent in and of itself. But yeah, so you're coming off of a 36-hour shift, and kudos to the voice actor too for really like getting out just the tiredness, I guess, or like just the exhaustion in the guy's voice as he's driving, because man, I'm surprised he could still make decent sentences while he's driving after a 36-hour shift. But yeah, your dispatcher's just like,
I have a question. Would you be excited if you had your dispatcher tell you, if you do this favor, if you do this job, you'll get a gift card? And want to guess how much that gift card is?
I swear to God, if there's not a 1 in front of this number.
Nope.
No, there's a 2.
There's a 2. There's a 2. And a 5. That's it.
Yep, you get a $25
gift after a 30.
Yep.
You can kiss the blackest side of my ass, bro. You can kiss the blackest side, and trust me, there are blacker sides. Kiss the blackest side of my ass before I ever. Hell no. Hell no.
He got angry at the comment more than he just getting angry and angry.
I love it.
I'm a person who works 12-hour shifts on the regular. I be dug in a damn before I ever do a 36 hour. Hell no.
Yeah, he's just like, he's just driving to it, and they're just like, yeah, that 20. They did it a couple times too. Like
yeah,
when
you're excited, right?
Dispatch. Yeah, just keep thinking about that $25 gift certificate. Yeah, you have to go in here with a homicidal animatronic, which they actually do say in the game. They legit say, yeah, you have a homicidal animatronic on your hands that can go into any like skin suit that's around. So good luck with that. But hey, just keep thinking about that $25 gift certificate for.
I'd hit them with the meanest, I beg your pardon, hang up.
I swear, because like the gift cards for like the Fazbear stuff and all that, but I hope that like if you redeem that gift card at the end of the game.
Wait a damn second. So you mean to tell me you're giving me, after working a 36-hour shift, you asked me to do you a favor and go to this warehouse for a gift card?
Yep.
To my job?
Yep. Yep.
Isn't it worth it?
To your job.
With,
hey, yo, he should have hyped us up like 5 times. Like, hey, get excited. Don't you want that gift card?
Literally.
Everyone is excited. And one of the most funniest comments that said, hey, 1 out of 3 people believing that you could do it.
Yeah,
1 out of 3 people could believe you could do it. It literally had the balls to tell you that during the dispatcher, like, hey, 1 out of 3 believes in you. Talk to you later. Bye.
This is where we got to start dismantling the establishment board by fucking board.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, out of the executives, 1 out of 3. But you got this, buddy. Just don't forget about that $25 gift certificate for Freddy Fazbear Entertainment that you literally roll up in a Fazbear Entertainment van. And it's like, oh, great. I work for the company. Cool, neat. Don't I know about all the other homicidal animatronics that come by? But yeah, nah. This game tried to fuck on me.
What do you mean? Don't I get an employee discount? What the fuck do I need this gift card for?
No, you get exotic butters and you enjoy it.
Yeah, you probably get 5% discount.
I'm sorry, exotic butters.
Oh, that's from Sister Location.
You know, I vaguely remember that.
Butter.
I'm getting more pissed every time I think of this fucking $25 gift card. I'm not gonna. The word no, cause like, bro, no, my job recently tried to do some shit like that to me, bro. They tried to give me. They said they was gonna give me $20 for gas after I drove an hour to a location for work.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, we know you.
I remember you telling me that. I remember.
9 to 5 shift. Would you like to drive an hour away to a different location and work 1 to 9?
I remember.
Okay,
that.
how far is that location from my house? An hour and a half. for $20 for gas, nigga?
Oh shit.
Yeah, y'all are full of shit.
Yo, when I heard that 36, it was reminding me of production because for us, our work shifts are minimum 12 hours. Usually it's 14 to 16, depending on your good day. So it's just like, yo, just imagining 36 just straight in my head. Like I have done in 1 week 80 hours for production life, and that's just work hours that you clock in, not counting commute, not counting actually going home to sleep, not going home to finish prepping cooking or anything else. Or at the time I used to do 1 podcast a week, so doing 80 hours in that, I just heard it, I'm like, $25 is not even worth it. It's just, like I would just do a little spin the block and be like, you know what, going back home, hang up the dispatcher, be like, you know what, I'm good. I don't need to.
Yeah, nah, forget that. But yeah, no, this game tried to fuck on me early because like it does this thing where it's like, oh yeah, just restore the power, it's fine and all that. You do the little thing, and I swear this game thumps. It does that stupid poltergeist thumping thing where it's just like, oh, here's a loud sound. Isn't that scary in this freaking environment? Yeah, it is. Don't do that. And the animatronics in this game, they really kind of they didn't go like with the scary factor. They've been doing a lot more with like the creepy factor.
Yeah.
And I mean,
like really nice sound effects.
Yeah. But like, just like
sorry, I almost spoiled because I didn't know y'all didn't make it that far into the game. Sorry, I almost spoiled you on the one thing that I have seen.
No, trust me, because I saw that picture and I was gonna ask you if I was gonna be like, wait, that was real? That like Fat Cheek is real? Because I thought it was somebody just making a meme from something from the game. I didn't know that's. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to deal with Fat Chica now. Great. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to deal with that. But like, the game already like kind of sets up because that's the thing. Like this whole first hour, I was just learning like some of the mechanics and how this game is gonna have to go. Because like there's only like 3 controls you have to worry about. Your I'm playing on console, mind you guys, but the left stick to move and the right stick to like do the camera and all that. But then you do the right trigger to like grab something if it prompts you, and you have to move the right stick to activate the thing. So like the controls are simple, but it's like, okay, what are we doing? Are we how do we have to maneuver? Are we able to like grab stuff and throw it? No, I can't. All right, great. Well, there's these like random cardboard cutouts with a little button that makes a sound on it. All right, great. Got to do that. Lure the people in there and hide in a locker until I have the opportunity to run. That damn elephant, I swear, like great way to use the environment.
That's another thing. I didn't even know there was an elephant in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
no, that got the first big jump scare from us. Oh my Jeebus.
Me and him got good, and our girl Neko was there too in chat watching that.
Like, oh, nope.
Yo, just the way Walkers are like, nope, get me back in, and he didn't get in at the right time, and they came at us. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, that second time. Yeah, nah, fuck.
I was like, nope.
That got me good.
The clown didn't get me by the scare aspect. It was more about the voice. Like the voice was good. Like the voice acting was very well done. The creepy effect. I have never been scared of clowns in my life, so that's why probably it didn't really get me. Like I saw the clown, I'm like, to me it's more like, oh, cool clown. It's more like that, and like, oh, cool, like cool aspect in that.
My entire life.
Yeah, then a clown might get you because it definitely got Whawkins because
got me a couple times, yeah.
Because going up the staircase, he got killed mad quick, I told him like go left, like nah, there's no way. I'm like, hey,
bullshit.
Like, left.
That was bullshit. No, because it's like because I follow the pattern of the game. It's just like, all right, you got to turn around and go up these stairs. Start going up the stairs. Oh, here comes the clown just poking his head out. It's like, all right, he's just doing his little thing. And I was like in the middle of the stairs, and he freaking kills me. I'm just like, what the hell is that? And Vash is like, left. And I'm like, the fuck do you mean by left? So like when I got to that part, I'm like, okay, let me kind of hug left a little bit more. And it's like, it was that aspect. So it's like, okay, I had to be more aware of like where I'm running to, like not just like, oh, running away like this way. I have to be aware of like, okay, I have to be like maybe hugging this wall a little bit more or that wall a little bit more. But that's what I'm liking about these sections is they're teaching you like the quick mechanics of the game, because it's like the elephant guy, like the first animatronic you have to get around, you're learning, okay, got to do the distraction thing, hide in a locker, because like there's a couple sections just like that you have to do it with. The clown guy is teaching you, okay, there's gonna be times where you have to like quickly look at your environment, because it's like, okay, there's this one section with like 3 levers and all that, and it's like, all right, first lever right by the light, great, awesome, where's the next lever? And I missed it the first time, but that's because my brain was already like, okay, red light equals lever, and the second time there was no lever at the red light. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And then I ended up passing out. Like, no, the clown wanted our ass, man.
Oh
yeah, like, I want that cake.
Yeah, the clown kept saying that the whole time. I want that cake. Yeah, he went, give me that cake, Jimmy. Give me that cake, Jimmy.
No, it's like, my name's Arnold.
Yeah, I kept screaming that, and I'm like, oh, Whawkins, they want that booty.
No, it doesn't want the booty. I've seen Scary Movie 2. No. I ain't messing with no clown that want my booty.
Yeah, but honestly, as somebody watching him not able to control the controller, it's also fun because you're joining the experience, but also I'm trying to tell him like run, but it's like you're watching a horror film, but the person can't run yet because there's also processing this too. But the movie's not happening. I mean, the movie happened. Instead for Whawkins, he's doing it, and I'm like, run faster. And then he tells me, that's all you can do. This is the fast I go. I'm like, fuck. I'm scared for you, and I'm scared for myself to jump scare. And I'm like, fuck. This ain't fun.
Yeah.
Ain't fun.
But, so far, it's a fun game. It's been fun so far. So,
That's good.
We'll probably stream it again later on this week and get maybe actually like 2 hours into it. Hopefully, maybe we'll see how time goes and all
Yeah.
that.
If anything, Tuesday or Wednesday, we could like, or any other
Yeah.
day, we could literally just do the whole game event and like, hey, let's just the whole 5 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing. Because like it actually sends you like there's a point. It was after the clown thing. It sends you like back down to the first security room that you're in.
Yeah, and then it goes from 12 to 1.
Yeah, I did see the clock go from 12 to 1. So we are still keeping up with like the whole survive till 6 a.m. thing because these animatronics, I guess, have an interior clock that's like, oh, 6 a.m. time to go nighty night. So it's like cool, neat, awesome. But yeah, so far it's fun. Like I'm having a good time with it, and yeah, it's actually good game design too. Like I was saying, each section kind of teaches you just from its environment, like how to get around things and how like the puzzle's supposed to be placed and all that.
Plus,
So
if I may add, it's
yeah.
more. It gives it more that conversation where you have to figure the game out without them kind of pointing. Like you see things, but you like if it says "come, press me here." In a regular concept, you might not press it, but you gotta play around with anything that looks like it's gonna be part of your journey or part of doing the event that is in the same room you're in.
Yeah. So yeah, so far so good. Otherwise with gaming, I'm still slowly going through again because of my copium or whatever. I'm going through GTA 5 story mode again, so that's been fun to revisit. And still going through Doom: The Dark Ages. Both are
nice.
kind of being slow. So
how's Doom? Because
yeah,
I haven't tried it yet, but I know I did download it on my Xbox, and I know you told me that this was your first Doom game, right?
yeah, yeah. It's still fun. I haven't really like locked in to like get a lot of progress in. I did try the Xbox Cloud Play or like cloud gaming with it while I was at work this past week, just on my iPad, and really that wasn't too bad. Like the controllers, the controls went in fine, like the inputs meshed fine. There was a couple times where I did have some buffering, but like it was only more like choppiness than buffering, I guess. But so yeah, cloud gaming on Xbox so far not too bad with that. But yeah, still going around with those. But oh, here's a big old update for everybody. With Mushoku Tensei, as I'm going through that volumes, I have finished volume 16 and I'm on to volume 17, which my one friend has been very much hyping up as one of his favorite volumes. Even it's like it's between like 17, 15, and 14 with him, and going through 14 and 15 was already a rush. So knowing that 17 is even kind of better than 15, it got me a little hyped. So this week's gonna be good with the Mushoku Tensei deep dives. But
Nice.
yeah, man, it's just a really good series. This next season, when they get to it, there's going to be a lot of big moments with it. So if you're not caught up, get caught up, because I'll probably be doing some live reactions to that one. And yeah, it's just the brain rot is real with this series. Like I went on a few tangents last night on a Discord call, good and bad tangents regarding what I've read and listened to. Yeah, it's just good stuff, and now that they're like older, like they're now like in their 20s basically in the story, like a lot of things are kind of coming. How do I phrase this? It's like the setup that they've had before, everything's now starting to come into play for how the rest of the series is going to go.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff that they had built up, so like taking over a kingdom, so now we're getting into like some political stuff. So it's like, all right, how are we going to go around this mess where it's like, okay, people are gonna die, people are gonna be assassinated, there's gonna be poisons, there's gonna be thieves, there's gonna be like top tier fighters in their verse being around here. So it's like, all right, how are we gonna maneuver around all this stuff? How is this person supposed to become king? Just I'm excited for the journey. and because the journey's been really good. There've been a lot of moments that have kind of hit home to me in certain mindsets when it comes to like Rudy and some of his circumstances throughout the series. But yeah, it's just really good. I can't recommend it enough, especially like if you were kind of wary on some stuff with the anime, definitely check out the light novel because it's Rudy is the main character in it, because like a lot of people have an issue with him with certain things.
Which for understandable reasons.
Yeah, oh yeah, don't trust me. They are understandable reasons, but it's like it's more so because he is a flawed character. He does make a ton of growth regarding certain aspects of his character and all that. But like there's a lot of stuff again that does kind of hit home, like certain mindsets that he was in that I'm like, oh, my mind also almost went that direction regarding like family and friends and all that during dark times in my life. But I'm glad I didn't go down your route, because that is just a scary place to be. And I'm just glad I'm smarter than you, Rudius. So thank you for being an idiot for most of your
It's
life.
relatable in the fact that he's not relatable because you're smarter.
Exactly.
Agreed.
But yeah, it's a good series. Highly recommend. Good character work, all that stuff. It's top tier. It's really top tier. But onto a segment I'm gonna call retail therapy, because I got a few things this past week which warmed my fuzzy little heart. The couple small things I got, like just got this little like light up devil fruit of
Oh my god, that's so that's so cool.
Yeah, like it was in one of those like mystery bags. I went into GameStop because I was like, all right, I wonder if they have any like decent figures here, because you know GameStop's more than just games, and soon to be never
not
games.
games.
Exactly, soon to become Funko Stop. And that's a meme I stole. That is a meme I stole.
Store has consistently gone downhill.
Oh man. But yeah, so I got this light up. It's Doflamingo's devil fruit from One Piece.
Hey,
I had a feeling.
Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I also saw some Gear 5 Luffy figures.
Nice.
So I got this little guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm putting him on top of my Xbox because that's probably the best spot for him right now. And then this little guy, I say a little, but
I'm about to say,
like
are you sure, little guy?
5 something. Yeah, it's like what, 71 inches? Yeah, so yeah, take that, Venom, in your 19 inches. But anyways, this is Wukong's staff. I got this on Amazon a little while ago, and it came in just today. This thing is really cool. It's only like rubber and like plastic, but it's like the weight with the rubber is real, like it's really light, but it's balanced really well. Like, and I was kind of showing Vash this as I was doing this. It's like, okay, I'm not really struggling right now with like spinning it right here. Like even now, like it's in an angle, and it's like, oh, this is easy. What?
Nice.
How is this balanced so? Oh my gosh! Wait, hold on. As I might almost hit my camera as I do that, but yeah, man, this thing's really cool. Like,
was it over 100?
No, see that's the kicker. This was like $40.
Wow, that's actually cheaper than I
Really?
thought.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I think I need a Wukong staff, babe. I'm gonna go search on Amazon. I'm like,
Yeah.
shoot, $40? I'm like, that's not the worst thing.
Yeah, no, it was actually kind of cut down because I think normally it's like 50 or 60. But yeah, I think it was on sale for like 39 that I got it, but like, you know, tax and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it came in today and I put it together because like it comes off, so like you can take off both ends very easily. Yeah, so this might come with me to New York when I'm up there. So
That's fire.
yeah. Actually, yeah, you could also just do like the one end too.
It just looks weird without both ends, but it's a fire gift. I'm glad you you did some retail therapy. You know, some people, buy gifts to be like, you know what, I did a good deed this week. I did a good time, or I should reward myself. So that's good.
Yeah, yeah. If Parks and Rec, the show, has ever taught me one thing, it's to treat yourself. And sometimes you just gotta treat yourself.
I'm trying to remember when was the last time I treated myself. I'm like, when was the last time I treated myself? I think it was like 3 weeks ago when I bought a Funko Pop, a Monkey D. Luffy as well. Yeah, I think it was about 3 weeks ago. Not bad. How about you, Jokester?
I almost bought a Big Mom Funko Pop.
A Big Mom? Young one, old one?
Did. It was the old one, but it was from Wano.
Oh.
So she had like Zeus and Prometheus with her.
Oh, that's a nice one. Okay.
Yeah, but I almost did, but I was like, nah, I can't go down the Funko Pop thing again. I can't do that.
As far as treating myself goes, I unfortunately have this thing where I hate buying things for myself. But a few weeks ago, I did end up buying a Pokemon coffee mug because I needed a new mug.
Oh, that's a nice one. Which one of Pokemon?
Getting one from. It just had Pikachu with some dope ass berry decal on the back of it. I just needed a new mug in general.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like treating yourself, it doesn't have to be like a big extravagant.
Yeah,
thing.
It doesn't. Like
it doesn't have to be an expensive thing.
A coffee mug counts. My girl got me with this, a little Stitch. I don't know how much it was, and I don't care because it's adorable. Just this thing. My girl knows I love Stitch, and it could be $3. And to me, is the most special thing. It's just that unconditional love that's just that it's appreciated.
Yeah. Oh, also, I got the United States title right back here.
Yes, he did
as well. So my belt collecting days are never over until I get Big Gold. And when I get Big Goldie, he's going to be on my shoulder every single episode of every single thing I ever do when it comes to content and all that. Y'all are going to know when the world champion is at his peak, at his final form.
Oh, I can't wait.
It is 100% as Namek is exploding in 5 space minutes.
In 5 space minutes.
Goddamn. That's insane. I can't wait to get the spinner belt. That's the one I want. The spinner belt.
Oh yeah, you wanted like the WWE spinner one, right?
Yeah.
Or was it the US? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the spinner one, and also the one of the old school War Heavyweight champion, by like the old school big one.
That's the one I'm talking about. Big Goldie.
Yeah, those are the two I want because those are the two big ones I grew up with.
Yeah.
How about you, Jokester? Is there a belt that you want? Because I know that you have seen wrestling.
Is also the spinner belt.
The spinner belt too.
Yeah, no, it's always been a dream to own one.
Same. They cost like $700 around there, and it's just like, god damn, that's expensive. No.
Yeah, I just put Luffy next to my camera, so yeah, that might be a spot now that I think about it. Kind of helps with the mindset, especially Gear 5. So yeah, there's my update. How about you, Vash? How's been Lucifer and all your other things that you've been catching up with?
So
as I help transition.
So chat, yo boy been sick. Yo boy been under the weather. He's been feeling very sluggish. But the good thing when you're sick, if you're capable of able to watch content and consume it, then you're great, because that's what your boy did. He did catch up to a few like wrestling podcasts I was watching too. Cody Rhodes and what do you want to talk about with Damian Priest. That's pretty cool, but I will talk about that on Grappling this week. And then I was watching season 1 of Love, Death, Robot, but I only saw like first 2 episodes. I love the artistic.
What did you think so far?
Oh, I love the like. That's a show I've been always wanting to watch, always been wanting to check out, just never got around to it. But one of my friends is currently watching the show, and they asked me to also jump into it so we can get into conversation about it. So I'm like, sure. They're short episodes. They're like fucking 10 to 20 minutes long so far from the first season that I recall. I forgot how the other seasons look, but the artistic style, and I love how each episodes. I think this type of series is called an anthology type of series, I believe. Like each episode is type of like self-contained and it's its own thing.
Yeah.
But it's great though. I don't have much more thoughts on that since I only saw 2, and the first one was 17 minutes and the other one was like 8 minutes. So like, It was good. Like the first one, I believe, was about the robots and everything. But I can't wait to be back next week because that's when I will make the time to watch more of season 1 and to wrap it up by then.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a certain episode. I can't wait to get to it.
Which one? Within season 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So don't worry, I will come back with next week and I will have notes and everything much better prepared for that one. But for one that I'm finally can't wait to talk about is this show that's behind me that if for those that have been watching Anime Little Podcast and has been hearing my Weebs Lounge, my thoughts, I've been watching Lucifer with Wifey since me and her have been dating for 7 years. We've been at least watching it for 4 or 5 years at least. But we've been putting more of the work now over the past year or two. And we finally finished the content from Fox, meaning the content from season 1 and 3, because those are like 20 episodes per season. So we finally got into the Netflix content, and as 10 episodes and then 16 and then 10. We finally finished season 3. We finished season 4. We're currently on season 5. But by the time next week podcast episode, we might be done with Lucifer as well, because that season 5 is 3 episodes left, and then season 6 is 10 episodes. So we already have about 14 episodes left. So it's very exciting. For those anybody that know about Lucifer or the Bible or about the story of that, it was pretty interesting to see Cain. This girl is supposed to be Eve in the story of Adam and Eve, and it was pretty interesting to see their storyline intersecting with Eve and with Lucifer himself.
Black hair is Eve.
Yeah, black hair is
Her
Eve.
fine ass.
Does she have an Adam? Because
she left for Adam in heaven and said that.
she
so
left her Adam.
yeah,
Okay, all right,
because in this story, Eve was the first one that she lost virginity to Lucifer, to Samuel, and she got bored in heaven because Adam is the same old person at the end. She got annoyed at God because girl got made to be with Adam, but girl didn't have a choice who to be with who she wants to be. So, her own freedom. So she left heaven and said, I want to be with my ex, aka Lucifer.
Don't worry, Eve, I can save you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can save you from that tyrant, and you can come be
well,
with
don't worry.
tyrant.
Lucifer broke up with her because she said, yo, I cannot be with you.
Even better.
Yeah, because he said, yo, there's this prophecy out here saying that if I get back with my first love, evil's going to descend on the planet Earth. So he said, yo, I should be a good guy here. I should not be with my ex. So, yo, you and me, dunzo. So he went back for the main chick. Yeah. Right here, Chloe. This is the main chick, the main character that he's been trying to go for and everything. Such a fucking roller coaster relationship. It just goes up and down for fucking 6 seasons. Where there's just 5 seasons that they just finally just bone. They finally fuck, and I was so excited.
Man.
Yo, that's amazing.
I don't care about Chloe. Give me back Eve.
But don't worry,
Every time I think of Eve, all I can think of is that meme where it's like Eve talking to the snake. But God said if I'll eat this, I'll die. And the snake, no.
Yeah, they kind of use that in a way, similar reference. So yeah, it kind of works. When Lucifer has been a fun journey. The one thing I will say, the most fascinating thing about the show is the acting and the writing. The writing, if anybody asks me, do I recommend to watch the show? I'll tell them this. If you like story involving the Bible and then having a twist into it in a current modern time and trying to have a little twist in a science fiction, not science fiction, in a fictional way, then watch it. The writing as a story, as a television show is fucking phenomenal. They write if
you think God's a dickhead, you gonna love this one.
Yes, 100%, because they play to the characters. It's creepy to watch the show in season 5 because the villain is Michelangelo, the Archangel Michael. And for those that don't know, my actual birth name is Miguel. If you translate my name Miguel to English, is Michael. And it's pretty fascinating because my name is an Archangel, and when you see the guy that's supposed to play the character in season 5, you just see him and I'm like, I have a bit of his personality. I have a bit of his traits. And then you see throughout the show of how he's top of the villain in the season. You'd be like, huh, Interesting. I see that character trait. Interesting. That used to be me. So I'm just been analyzing the character itself, but then I feel like I'm analyzing my old self. So it's kind of creepy too. But it's pretty interesting. And I do recommend the show to anybody. The show is very fun. The show is very entertaining. The writing where they write the characters involving in a week to week type of villain of the week, but also in a way telling the story within Lucifer to learn that. And it's very fascinating. That's one thing I'm impressed by the writing, and the acting is fucking amazing. Tom Welling, who was Clark Kent, aka who was Superman in the show Smallville, played Kane.
Oh, him. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about the Superman with the ears.
No.
I ain't gonna lie, he always bothered me as Superman.
Superman
Oh.
with the ears. Who? Which one?
The one from Superman and Lois.
Uh,
Are you
Okay,
talking? Are you
alright.
talking about Tyler Hoechlin?
The dude with the big ass ears. I don't know. I don't know actors.
Are you talking about Superman and Lois, the current show that just happened a couple of this past years, or the
show
old
that
one?
just happened. The
Oh.
show that just happened.
Yes, that's Tyler Hoechlin. He has big ears. I didn't really notice. He's a cool dude.
The main thing I noticed about him was his ears. I'm not gonna.
What's
hold
funny,
you.
I know a lot of people know him as current Superman. I know him as from Teen Wolf. So that's a funny shit. And also, I saw an
Dear
interview.
God, that just brought up a fucking memory.
Oh, you want to know a crazy memory as well? When you find out that he was supposed to be in Twilight, that same actor was supposed to be in Twilight back in the day, but instead of him being Twilight, he decided to finish his college football career and decided not to be in Twilight. And it was very funny because he was supposed to be not Jacob, but he was supposed to be one of the werewolves, I believe, or one of the vampires in the first
Probably one of
movie.
the wolves in. If they wanted to tie him in with like Teen Wolf and shit.
Oh, I don't think so. Because at the time, the movie and Twilight, they had no connection and they weren't happy at the same time. But I grew up with him, watching him as Teen Wolf, and I saw that interview, and I'm like, that ass, bro was supposed to be in Twilight. That would have been funny, but who knows if that actually helped career. If he actually did that project, it would have helped his career or not. But overall, I'm enjoying Lucifer. Such a great show. I do recommend to anybody to watch it. It's really entertaining. Like, honestly, straight up, like just seeing like the stories of the archangels and everything. I'm excited for season 6. This is not a spoiler to myself or to the audience that in season 6 he meets his future kid. So that's one thing I can't wait to see how they intersect that in the show, and how do they have the time travel his daughter back in the current present timeline. So, or how are they gonna use that? Like she did it through hell because hell has no timeline or anything like that. Who knows? So I'm just curious about that. That's my excitement for Lucifer, and also I'm just excited that I'm finally done with the series. Like it's a 4 years progress.
No, that's understandable. I couldn't imagine having to try to like not fully just finish a show after so long. Oh, I guess that's another thing. Sorry I didn't bring this up. I finally caught up to Apothecary Diaries.
Wait, did you watch episode from this past Friday?
No, I caught up like right before that came out.
That Friday. That episode from Friday. I kind of want to say something, but I don't want to say something.
Oh, oops.
Did you see Did you see the leak image of Jinshi of how he looks with his armor?
No,
Okay.
No, shut up.
Okay,
but
it's great. It's great. Just do not go. Do not go to the Apothecary Diaries thread on the Discord because it's there and it's fucking amazing. That armor.
Yeah, but no, this has genuinely just been one of the best written series I've watched in a very long time.
Oh, it was great. I just recommended that show to one of my friends that is actually watching the Love Death Robot, but right now instead of taking that recommendation of mine, she is watching Karen Tuesday.
Ooh, another good anime.
Yeah, so like once you told me that, hey, instead of watching that one right now, I'm still watching Karen Tuesday by your recommendation. I'm like, shit, you're right. I'm not gonna take that away. If you're watching that series, I'm gonna back up. That's a good one to still watch. So, good music, good animation, good story, and, good in the feels. So, I'm not going to say no to that.
I still need to catch up on Apothecary. One day, people.
Damn, I really want
I like
to.
it.
Okay, how did you enjoy the catch up? Is what I've just asked, and you could tell me.
Talking about of Apothecary?
Yes.
Oh no, I was sad for a lot of it. I did kind of see some things coming, but honestly, even so, the reveal of some shit of like certain shit has just been absolutely great.
How did you like with our boy Lock-On? Like, hey, you make this fucking move to save your daughter, or we got problems.
Bro, Lock On, when he found out what happened with her, and that nigga like crashed out, ran out the building, I was cackling, bro. And I watched that at work. I was laughing way too loud.
I'll tell you this. This is not a spoiler. This is one comment. This will not affect your voting. That in the most recent episode, he cannot move because of all that stress. He hurt his back. He can't move.
Yep. That makes sense.
Bro. We saw him at the beginning of the episode, and then at then I'm like, where is he? And then they just had a comment literally say, oh, the commander that with us because he broke his back. And I'm like, and the comment was like, because of all that stress. I'm like, really? Come my guy? Of course you do to yourself. That's so him. Like all that stress of him trying to find out where his daughter at. Like, oh shit, broke.
Yeah, one day Apothecary.
I do recommend. You enjoy it. It's about to end. The last episode is on July 4th, so we have to wait a week because there's no episode. Jokester and audience, anybody that's watching up in their diaries, there will be no episode this coming Friday. It's on with holidays or I think with delays. There will be no episodes coming Friday. The last two episodes will be airing after.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
But Lucifer, highly recommend. Adam and Eve arc was amazing. Eve is a crazy ass chick because she's about to probably date a demon as well in season 5. So she's gonna go date a demon and she's a freak for that. And can't wait to be done with the show. Like you guys said, it's 4 seasons. 4 years. I can't wait to be done with this and then start no show, just continue One Piece because in August I am gonna start Stranger Things, so I'm not gonna add another show on top of me right now to do. So I'm not probably gonna add another show. I'm gonna just probably stay with One Piece and any other short animes to watch with wifey. But good thing I just told myself no other show after this. Take a break.
Yeah, keep yourself accountable.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. Other than that, I am gaming with Fortnite still. It's a lot of fun. I'm having fun with Fortnite. It's crazy to fucking say that. Like insane. Like I'm like, it's weird. When Fortnite came out, I think Fortnite came out when I was already in college, I believe. So with Fortnite, I had no interest because I felt like the way I saw it, like the build aspect. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking shoot people out here, and I'm also building at the same time. So I mean, that was a bit too much. So I'm like, I didn't have the time or energy for that. But then when it came to the content of seeing it, I was immature probably, and I saw that it was for kids only. I'm like, yo, this is not for me. But then years later, just hanging out with a group of friends and a group of friends of other content creators, just playing the game is a lot of fun. Like it's just good to aim.
Yeah, I've definitely been having fun with this season.
It's fun, and
I'll tell you what,
it's very sweaty though.
Oh, no, but the most funniest thing, you know what's funny? Is that remember how I see these memes or reels or jokes that people say like, hey, when you catch your friends talking and telling them where the person's at, and you know you're telling yourself or your friends like on me, on the left, on top of me, he's shooting me, he's on top of me, he's on top of me, he's shooting me, he's coming at me, and it's just the way all those things sound. When you're not involved with that, understandable. Now playing with my friends on Fortnite, you actually hear that and you'll be like, I'm part of the joke now. Like, I hear it. And I'm like, hey, guys, they're coming at me. I'm going to the squad. They're coming at me. Guys, I'm shooting. I'm down. They're jumping me. They're on top of me. I'm dead now. Guys, I'm dead. Where are you guys? And then I am accountable. I will admit. There are times where I'm just still like a town over and I'm still looting. And then my friends are just dying out there. And I'm like, yo, it's like, yeah, didn't tell me. And I'm like... I'm sorry. I didn't have great weapons. Like, y'all didn't say y'all were moving. Yeah, I can see you on the map, but I'm not going to give a fuck where y'all at. I'm caring about me to survive, too. So, y'all left me. I didn't leave you. Y'all left me. So, it's just funny. It's fun. It's fun to be part of the crowd and just hear all those very
The other day, because of
interesting
Fortnite,
comments.
I did get in. Like I was streaming it, and they got these little sprite things, and one just looks like liquid, and so I called them Little Squirt, and apparently I was wrong for calling them Little Squirt, because now my chat won't let me get over it.
Nice.
And also
Yeah.
when I had to teach people that squirt was
Well,
also a
there's no
fucking
wrong
soda.
way of doing it.
Oh, when we had the previous of the 6-pack of the juice of the 6-pack, then one of my friends said, "Hey guys, come closer so I could square on y'all." And I'm like,
Yep.
"Can y'all can we worry about phrasing? You know, that's just
Bro, when we had the fucking little party jug that you would shake up and then it would like spray all over it.
Yeah.
Bruh, too many dirty jokes.
Yeah, and it just rains on you, and it just gets all blue around you, and I'm like, why? Why do we choose it?
We be squirting.
Exactly, and it's just funny where back then when I used to live with my wife and she just had her own crib, I had my own room, like my own studio. So it's just funny where if my girl came in at the random time, is what it is. My girl knows how I talk. My girl knows my friends are crazy and everything, so my girl knows. But now that we share the room currently, and she's hearing this without no filter, just keep going, and it's just hilarious because sometimes she hears the other people on the other end and just hears what's going on, and I'm like, hilarious. This is just life. I just don't even. No, I just continue going. I'm like, yes, this is Fortnite. This is friends. This is fun.
Well, you know, some things are like a tire fire. Trying to put it out only makes it worse. You just gotta grab a beer and let it burn. Tell you what.
I just realized what voice you're doing.
Was that King of the Hill?
Whoa.
Whoa. Now tell me whose ass I gotta kick around here.
Oh, by the way, talking about Fortnite, did y'all see the wait? I know me and Whawkins saw it, but did y'all see the clip of Fortnite where there was a Cleveland who jumped out of the top building, tries to do slow mo?
I just saw that before we started this.
Yo, that shit hilarious. I've been saying on my whole timeline because it's if you go to Discord and go to the Fortnite thread, it literally has the 3 different perspectives of all 3 characters just having their own version, all mashed up in one, and I love it because it's literally you're thinking Cleveland's gonna come in for the save, but he literally used a slow mo, miss all the shots, and then you see a person like, okay, do I fight back? But then you see him fall, and then you see the other guy die, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I don't gotta do shit.
Oh, with the birds.
I just laugh about
Genuine comedy, bro.
It was great. I just feel bad for the slow mo because slow mo don't work. Like people don't know how to use the slow mo so well. It just works for 3-4 seconds.
It's
I believe.
tragic because it does like it. You can be very accurate with the slow mo. People are just bad at the game.
Yeah, they just missed.
This whole season just feels like a shit post. That's what this whole season just feels like right now. Especially
that's what the Star Wars season was for me. Listen.
You didn't like
I'm cool with I was cool with the Star Wars thing for like half a day. I was so glad when all that shit left the damn.
That's
items.
crazy because I did enjoy it.
The TIE fighters were fun.
Yeah,
those were hella fun.
It was fun
Especially
because when you have a whole squad on the X-wing,
Mhm.
one person driving it, and then one person in the middle, and then one person on the wings. So you have like a whole squad. But then when you're driving, you have not the grace maneuver to aim. So like you have to just really balance it well, and that's a part that's kind of a bit funky.
Oh yeah, but that's what made it so much fun. Because like I remember being on top of TIE fighters a few times and just like, I can't shoot anything already, and you're gonna put me on top of a TIE fighter. All right, great. Let's have a fun time, everybody. Oh, now we're dead. Great, cool, thanks, team that just snipes us.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But with Fortnite out of the way, let's get into our small conversation that we have to end our show with. So let's get into the Otaku Big News Buzz Central and the pulse of our anime latest podcast. Let's get ready to dive into the latest buzz, the hottest news, and our spirit of opinions on everything entertainment. One of the first things we gotta talk about is Nintendo Switch 2 has become the fastest selling Nintendo console in reaching a 3.5 million units sold within the first 4 days of its release. And Jokester, as our big Nintendo head that supports and might have a tattoo of it or might get one in the near future of representing Nintendo, what you think?
I mean, I am, because I am getting a Nintendo 64 logo tatted on me at some point.
So that counts.
But
Good.
but I think it's kind of funny for two reasons, right? Because you had so many people talking about, oh, they were gonna boycott Nintendo, and then, you know, of course, it becomes like this high-selling console, and so you have everybody like, oh, all you people who were claiming boycott are in the wrong for this, and yada yada yada, like you're all liars. And it's like, no, a great amount of people still boycotted Nintendo. Y'all gotta realize this is a family console.
Yep.
It's going to sell either way because it's Nintendo.
Yeah, like, and also the other thing too, there's more than just Twitter.
Exactly.
Like,
there is more
the
than
rest of the
just
world
now.
exists. Like, oh my gosh, that's what's so funny with it, because the other
So many
thing, too,
people's
with
mad
it is,
about
like,
the price. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna buy it, and then I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, sure, good luck with that. There's so many kids nowadays, and Switch 2 was announced like 3 months in advance. I'm like, yeah, people could save up $500 to get it.
but
Yeah,
it's like,
I
and
couldn't
it's
because
like,
of circumstances, so I can't get it because I'm broke. But like the thing is, I honestly think the console price is fair. Literally, it's just the games that I have an issue with.
oh, like Mario Kart World being $80, or
Yes, like Mario
Yeah,
Kart World being
yeah.
$80, even though that game looks fucking immaculate.
it depends on who you ask, because there's a lot of people that hate the craziness and zaniness that are the races. Because,
And I'm gonna keep it a buck. Get some whimsy in your life, fuck nigga.
It
Have
should
fun.
be. It should be chaotic. What do you
Yeah.
expect with 24 people and with items that'll be going crazy on
Yeah.
whole type of randomizer?
A lot of people kind of seem to don't like how everybody's grouped together, because like everybody's really close together. Like literally, you can be in first place for the whole race. Somebody throws a blue shell at you. Well,
You go from
you're in
first to like 15.
15th. Yeah, like you're just
Yeah,
you're done.
it will hurt my soul when I do get the game
yeah.
and I get knocked from like first to 24th, because I know
Yeah.
it's going to happen. But
Kinda
it's
fun
a risk. It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Oh, for
I heard
one's own pride.
I heard it was Majin and our friend Perm and our friend dropped his box. They was playing Mario Kart the whole time during the phone call while I was doing while I was doing thumbnails and everything. The whole time Drop was locked in. He was quiet. He was being first place. He was locked
just
in.
playing.
Majin, on the other hand, this man was getting mad, annoyed. He was like, Perf shouldn't beat me. What the fuck is going on here? And he said that, yo, me and him are right next to each other, and he's getting 3 motions, and I'm getting 1. What the fuck? And I'm like, it must be tough to beat
It's
you.
funny.
It must be tough to
It was
beat you.
funny.
Because he was getting mad at the game, but then mad at it's like, yo, I'm like, damn. It sounds stressful.
Yeah, he was like, every time I get in second place, I never get a red shell, but this guy can get one every time. Every time. Why is that? Every time. Like, he was getting pissed. I was like, oh, well, must suck to suck. Anyways, you're like that's the thing. Like, I would get frustrated too, but that just seems like a lot of fun.
It
Like,
does.
just seeing how it is, just the chaotic nature of it, is just like, okay, yeah, this will be fun for like an hour or so. Like, just, I need to play a little bit of a game, a little bit of chaos. Let's have some fun.
What I see and I tell my friends is that what I've been saying for the past couple weeks, Mario Kart World reminds me of Deadass Mario Kart mashed with Tony Hawk Pro Skater into one. This is what
With all the tricks that I've been seeing.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
100%. You would not. Nobody would tell me, nah, that's wrong, Miguel. No, I'll be like, prove me where I'm not wrong. What Jokester just said, with the amount of reels on my IG that's been showing me, with motherfuckers literally going from the platform of the map, from going to the side of the map where all you see is no platform. All you see is side rails, trees, and a wall. Motherfuckers do a whole spinning, tricking, and fucking spin on air that gives them a boost, and then makes them fly higher and faster, and then they land a whole nother 2-block radius from where they were because they did that whole type of spinnerooey and landed on the platform, and they cheated. Not really cheated, but they skipped part of the map because they did all those tricks, which is cool. But now I'm scared. By the time I reach probably by December, by the time I get the game, I'm like, it's gonna become a skill level because I'm like a whole new person, you know, jumping in with people that have a 6-month experience in the game now.
Yeah. So good luck with that. All of us that'll eventually get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it doesn't surprise me that it's sold like this, because yeah, again, families exist, people exist offline. Yeah, like, of course it's gonna sell good. Of course it sold as quick as it did.
I'm literally just, after I get this car, I'm saving up for a Switch 2. It's gotta because like the thing is, y'all know me. I'm a Smash Bros streamer and I'm a Pokemon Unite streamer. I've heard it runs both of those games immaculately.
Oh yeah.
I need to get my hands on it yesterday.
Well, eventually, you know, just gotta save up that $450, or well, plus tax, or if you do the bundle, yeah, all that stuff. Just save up.
I'm definitely getting that bundle because I'd be dug them and damn before I pay $80.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Banjo. Not Banjo. Sorry, I'm sorry, Whawkins. I can't wait to see Donkey Kong, the game, because I heard great things from my friend Roger.
Game. It looks so good.
Like from Roger telling me how great about it. I can't wait.
Yeah. Again, we need it yesterday. So Nintendo, if you want to sponsor us, you know, I mean, there's at least 2 of us, if not all 3 of us, you know, we'll shill for you.
Yeah, if you want to, if you want to send us a Nintendo Switch 2 to represent, I could choose one of the members of the team. If you could send it to all 3, where I don't have to choose, that'd be great. Thank you very much, Nintendo. I do have to
Nintendo, I will
do
actively watch my mouth.
I do still have to. I do still have to speak to my friend Roger and speak to my contacts. You know? So we will definitely get in touch, Nintendo. I will get in contact with you one way or another. I will speak to my connections. I have them. I will talk to you.
Oops! I dropped my soap. Nintendo,
not my soap.
Not the soap.
Listen, I will wash my mouth out with soap. I will gladly wash my mouth to get a sponsorship from Nintendo.
Look, I'll swallow the gravy.
But you know what? You could. No.
Yeah, do it. Do the transition. Do it. I know you want to. With this next one.
Do you know what you don't have to swallow? It's the pill of telling us ourselves that this game is good. Right, Jokester?
Bruh. Oh, dear God. You're going into it?
Yeah, let's go.
I
was going to use that transition for something else until I saw it, and I'm like, you know, this works too. In my head, I had to think, like, how can I rework it? Boom. No. So, hey, Jokester, I give that to you, since I know you have the most experience with it. So, the floor is yours. The platform is yours. Do your jumps.
To swallow?
Your spins.
With that new trailer.
Listen. Invincible. I like you as a show, right? Yeah. I think your comics are cool, right?
Yeah.
I think even your characters are actually scratch that. A lot of your characters are very fucking compelling.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you gonna make an interesting fighting game when 80% of your characters are Superman? 80% of your characters is like you took the ankle of Superman and made it into a person, and then you add that to a fighting game. Do you think this is going to be very well spread? 90% of your characters are the same nigga.
But Paul, don't you like Dragon Ball? isn't there just a ton of Gokus in Dragon Ball games? Don't you
Okay,
like the
okay,
same
no.
Goku?
Because someone said this. Someone said this shit on Twitter, and I got beef with that person specifically. Because here's the thing: you want to talk about Dragon Ball fighters where there's a bunch of fucking Gokus. Which Goku fights the same?
Yeah,
'Cause
they're
every single Goku
they're-
fights differently.
just because they're all Supermans don't mean that they all don't have the same fighting style. Goku has a fighting style. Just because he's a Saiyan don't mean he doesn't have a fighting style. He has learned from Supreme Kai. He has learned from Master Roshi. He has senseis. Superman,
Yeah.
Clark Kent, he literally don't learn. He literally just use his fists and just fights. He doesn't have a style of fighting. He didn't learn from a martial artist as much as I could say and everything. Yes, he learned from Bruce, but that's when he has teamed up with Justice League and everything after. But in his younger heroine days, Superman don't really learn how to do full martial arts. In most comic book storylines is what I could say.
Yeah, but the
'cause
thing
I
is,
think
when I'm
there are
telling
some
you,
stories that he learned,
when-
but
Yeah.
that's a whole tangent.
when I'm telling you that all of the Gokus in Dragon Ball Fighters, right? Because that's the thing. Like, people were saying, too many Gokus, yada yada yada. Base Goku don't fight the same as the Goku we get at the start of the game. Kid Goku definitely don't fight the same. None of the other variations have the same fucking fighting style. And yet you got Invincible, Omni-Man, Bulletproof, what's that other fucking the Viltrumite that we all thought was gonna take Mark's ass? What the hell is that dude's name? Conquest.
Oh yeah, Conquest.
Yes.
They did.
Oh my god, here's about the
They released gameplay of it. They all have the same fucking base punches. Even if they got different grabs, they all basically got the same punches. They all stand the same, doing that arms to the side shit with one leg up, just floating in the air. Like it doesn't look interesting, and the fighting barely looked fun. The most interesting character in that game is the one old woman with the knife in the hair whose name I can't remember.
Like her. Yeah, that's fine, right? That'll be fine.
Yeah, she's justifiable for spending however much they'll charge for this game.
$80. Every game's gonna be $80 now. $80.
I go directly to the you know what? Let me not do that because they can see that as a threat. It wouldn't be a threat, it'd be a promise, but let me not do it before they see it as a threat.
It's not a prediction, it's a spoiler, so
Exactly.
So guys, go buy the game. It sounds like it's very good.
Yeah, go get it. Yeah,
Oh,
you can be Conquest and get Mark's cake.
Oh my god.
Listen, I just want you to know, you will never catch me playing this game unless somebody pays for it for me.
Much like you'll never catch me ever watching Rent a Girlfriend.
Oh yeah, let's get in the Cuck Simulator.
All right, guys, let's end our conversation.
2025.
This will be the podcast last conversation of the year, no, of the week.
Oh man.
So,
According to some fans, this might be the last episode ever. So we'll see.
for those that don't know, on Off the Bench, if you want to, on last week's episode, Crash had a whole rant for a good 25 minutes, but the first 5 minutes, I believe, was a whole Rent a Girlfriend rant, talking about how this will be a good chapter. You gotta believe in our girl Shizuru. She's a Tom. She loves him and all that. And guess what? This week the chapter came out, and that was not the case. Some Twitter user gave a whole comment that is not facts, we don't know, but he gave a comment of a rough estimate that is $100,000 has been spent from the main character Rent a Girlfriend to the girl that is right there on Jokester behind her, our girl Shizuru. So he has spent $250,000. So that's a pretty interesting comment. And two, that out of some 200 plus chapters, that Rent a Girlfriend, our girl Shizuru, said no to the long ass date that's been going on since November. Am I missing any other comments? Does anybody want to fact check me or add more?
I mean, there's just a lot that goes into it. A lot that I know I don't, because I don't watch or read this show.
Same. We don't watch.
Series.
Any of us don't watch or read. We've just been told by our friends and peers.
Yeah, but yeah, and that's the thing. It's like it's one of those series where it's just like if you're within the anime manga zeitgeist, you kind of hear about this from occasion. Like there's another chapter regarding being underwater, crying, and having a pickle in your pocket, if you will. Um, but yeah, this is one of those moments that
Still
it just
flabbergasted
makes its
that happened.
rounds, makes its rounds in each fandom. Oh my gosh, it's so funny to go into it and talk to people that know about it. Because like last night, I spent on a Discord call. A friend of mine was showing me different chapters. Literally, almost every chapter, almost every panel, I was saying this cuck of a MC, like he's thinking so much about things. There's like so much inner thoughts going on. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, on one hand, I do like a series that shows me some inner thoughts, seeing what the characters are saying. But the fact that this dude was doing it so much, so often that literally every chapter looked like it was the damn same chapter with the same panels and all that. I'm sitting here
Damn.
like, this is shit. This is ass. Like, and I know
Mhm.
that's not even the tip of the iceberg. We haven't even like dove into any of this stuff because like there's some shit in this series. Holy crap!
And
Oh, that's trash.
I just want to get into the picture that is my background, bruh.
Talk to me.
Because
Go bring it
this
up.
writer's a dickhead. The writer is a dickhead for this, bruh. It's not even like you couldn't even just drawn a self-insert. No, you put a photorealistic picture of this man just to tuck your MC. And as much as I don't like the MC, come on, man. Like
Look, I
In fact-
never had any interest of the series because back then I used to react to it with my old co-host Sam. That I used to react to, and we got up to I believe 5 or 6, max 7 episodes. But we had no interest. The MC sucks. This was like literally a show that if you asked me at season 1, I gave that probably the first 6-7 episodes at most 5 out of 10. It was bad. I didn't have no interest to see the whole concept of you renting somebody for a day to be your girlfriend or play around the concept. I just had no interest because the concept was more like it's more like a concept of an escort, just more playing a girlfriend aspect. It was just like not entertaining at all. And also the MC sucks.
What I can't get behind is the narrative that I was seeing on Twitter where people was like, oh, he funded her life, he showed her compassion, he showed her not kindness, and he bought her like food, he basically kept her afloat. And it's like, bro, you can't buy love. All y'all sound like incels, dog. You cannot buy love for the love of God.
Look, he could have gotten something from her, you know. I mean, like, I'm not saying love per se, like maybe a certain part of love, you know. But like, yeah, you're right in the aspect of like, oh yeah, you can't buy love, but it's like, come on, girl. You
I
could have
mean,
given
listen, as far as I see it, he was paying her to do her job.
That's the thing. He basically he was paying for everything.
Yeah,
That's
like
great.
technically to it, like he paid her
He's
job.
an investor.
Yeah, that's an investor. Does
I'm
he need?
He paid to be a cook. Bars, actually.
Yeah, like, hey, if you like this manga, if you like this series, good for you. One of our team member, one of our co-hosts, Crash, the Hispanic assassin, or as his name in the Optimus, the Hispanic Gooner. He loves the show. He loves the series. This is all about him, and we question him at times when it comes to the series, but we respect.
Yeah.
This is your choice. This is the hill that you will die on, and he has said it. It's a hill he'll die on, and I'm hoping for the best for the series to end in the fans' perspective of a good choice. Because of another series I read that was like this was called Domestic Girlfriend, and that also had a type of shit ending. So it's like, hey, had a great beginning, middle of where it was going, but then the ending just kind of, it kind of shit the bed.
Even though I don't like the MC in Domestic Girlfriend either, he's still better than
100%.
dickhead right here. But also, I'm
Like,
sorry, I giggled while you were talking. Because after you said Crash's nickname, I was just, I'm over here thinking the Hispanic cuck assassin.
Fuck. It's like I don't even have a comment towards that because I feel bad more for Crash now because that's out in the word. That's how it's being said now. It's like, yeah. Woo. I'm trying to compose. I just love how Whawkins just dying red right there. And it's a Jokester just still has the background there. So it's just like when the MC just dying too, like.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh, that was perfect. Oh.
Hispanic assassin.
Oh my gosh. But it's true. Like, man. How do you hate your MC that much? Like, how do you just hate your main character so much that you just constantly cuck him the whole series? Like,
I wonder.
I guess it's a kink for him. It might be a kink for him. I'm not gonna kink shame or anything. Just,
I ain't gonna kink shame, but I will kink ask why.
Yeah.
So, Rented Girlfriend has a 58% on AniList as a score of an overall series.
I think that's too high.
And I dropped Rented Girlfriend on episode 6 exactly. I dropped in episode 6, and I gave it a I give it a 7. Damn, I must be lying. That's a crazy score. A 7 for 6 episodes.
You're being generous.
I dropped it out for episode 1.
And I started this in 2020. Wow, I started this in 2020.
Heard the concept, was all right. Have fun, people. Have fun with your romantic comedy.
Yeah, that's a dub for me now. Look, good luck to any of the fans. Good luck to any of the audience that actually watches this type of series of, a Rented Girlfriend. If this is your style, good for you. If this is a series that you're enjoying, sorry that we don't have too much more thoughts because we don't read it. But we want to bring up the discussion because it was funny. This girl was going on a date with him for almost good 30 chapters since November, and at the end of the day, she said, "Nah, I still see you like a friend. I'm not gonna date you."
Look at Vash trying to put out this giant forest fire we might have just started because of some assassin gooner.
Yeah. But with that being said, anybody has any last thoughts on our show? Because, this is good to have a short show. It's good to have a good discussion. Yeah. We spoke about Weebs, we spoke about Nintendo, and we spoke about how not to be a cuck.
Yeah, just don't.
Just don't.
Just grow a pair. Grow a pair!
Don't try to buy love, bruh. It don't work.
No. It never works. And if she's for the streets, keep her on the streets.
Yeah, all right.
That's it.
Yeah, but sometimes if she's in the streets, sometimes she could be a freak in the bed. Sometimes it could be a one-night stand. Sometimes you gotta pick and choose how you want to keep it. Okay, with that being said,
I got nothing. I got nothing on you. Like,
with that being said,
I'm still reeling for the freaking
the cuck assassin. Oh my!
Hispanic cuck assassin.
Your Whawkins got lost. He said, "What that was saying?" He's like, "I'm good to end the show. I'm good to wrap up."
Oh my god! It literally broke my brain. Oh my god!
Bro, when he grabbed the string, he's like, "I need to string the devil through." I need to look at it. I'm done for the show. I'm done.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
But hey, chat. This is the end of our show. We hope you guys enjoyed this Weebs Lounge. We talk about a lot. We review some anime. We review some games. We review some TV shows. We had discussion on what we could be excited for, what to be watching. I'm also will be watching Accountant 2. It's on Amazon Prime. And when Amazon Prime, if anybody wants to watch a good action film with, fuck, what's his name?
The fuck is his name?
Fuck.
That dude. That dude.
Ben Affleck.
It's-
Ben Affleck and the guy that plays the
there you go.
Punisher. So, great film. Do recommend it. The first one I counted and I counted two. So if you want any good action film, go watch that one. And I know Crash just did watch The Materialistic, I believe, with Chris
yeah.
Evans and Dakota Johnson and Pedro Pascal on this most recent film. So he said that it was an 8 out of 10. So go check it out if you haven't seen it in theater. And go watch How to Train Your Dragon. We might do something about it or not. Other than that, if you guys have any topics for us to discuss, go right in the comment section down below. Does anybody have any last comments? Or forever hold your peace?
Hispanic cuck assassin.
That being said, thank you for joining us tonight and taking the time to listen in. The Anime Podcast is presented by AniMa W3 Studio and our production team, Vash, Whawkins, Roman, Jokester. Special thanks to our producers. Don't forget to follow us on social medias and Brand and the team. All the links are down below in the description. Lastly, share, like, and most importantly, give feedback and let us know what you thought on this episode. You guys is what makes the show and help us succeed. On behalf of everyone at AniMa W3 Studio, we thank you for joining us in this anime podcast. We see you later. Take care. This podcast was not recorded by a live studio audience. And go be a Wukong and have some cheese on pancakes.
No.
No. No. No.
Yes. Yes. Go eat, Freddy!
Oh my God.
Dear God, this man.